Hi, I'm back here. So if you've noticed, I'm rolling out 3 videos in one. I have not done such a sit down talk for such a long time, so let's do it. I was watching one of these I watch a lot of Nigerian YouTubers, and this particular lady was talking about Obodo Oyinbo TV. I like watching her thing. She's funny and hilarious. She was talking about being forced to pay bribe in Nigerian airport, and I totally understand her predicament, and she also lost some stuff there while she was traveling. I want to actually focus on the part of paying for bribery in Nigeria. I'm not talking about paying like your wheelbarrow man that helped you push your luggage. I'm talking about the airport guys. Do you know how much these people make a day? And last time I went to Nigeria, I never had to pay before. I always use this like I'm a student sort of thing to get away. This time they didn't let me get away. Anyways, I didn't even blame them because I was so mad. They asked me to do that. I definitely had to pay to go across. And I remember going to the airport with a lot of baggages. Now, the baggages that I had was not even to do with the things of clothes and others. It was to do with food stuff. So many people, I don't know if you guys already know, when you're going back home, many people just send you markets and tell you buy this, buy that, buy this, buy that. A Ghana must go bag, you know, the big ones. Ghana must go is a type of a sack bag that we call Ghana must go. Anyways, there's a history behind it, but let's leave the history and talk about the bag. In this bag contained a lot of food stuff, and most of the food stuff were even of mine because I really don't like taking a lot of things when I'm going back or coming back. So this time around they told me to pay. I was annoyed. I'm like, I'm not paying, this is ridiculous. And they're like, okay, your food, I don't mind. I like the fact you packed your food very well and it's clear for us to see. That is a very good thing. But this your Ghana must go, it has a lot of food in it, so you have to give us something now. Look at me. I was not happy. I was not happy. I went to my uncle, I said, who dropped me off at the airport, Murtala Mohammed airport. And I told him, like, they want me to pay. I don't want to pay. This is bribery. This is corruption. And that money I know is not even going to the federal government. They're going to split it in between themselves and they share it. And this is the main thing. I don't mind paying you, yeah? But I know that money is not going to even reach the Nigerian community. The money that you pay for the border force and stuff like that comes back to us, comes back to the wider society, and is put into something. But I know this is just going into your pockets. And then I looked at everyone else that has been paying. I'm like, in a couple of 30 minutes, you know, actually 30 minutes, 5 minutes, these people have collected up to 20,000 naira. I'm like, these people are making money. 5 minutes they are collecting, 10 minutes they are collecting. And someone calls, they are collecting, or give us something. So I said to my uncle, I'm not paying for it. So I mean, I waited. I'm like, I'm not doing this. This is rubbish. I went back and checked my bag again. I'm like, you guys are kidding. I'm not having to pay this and this. They just ignored me, to be honest. At least Obodo Oyinbo, they told her something. They just ignored me. They ignored me. Anyways, I went back, and then my uncle said to me, it's better for you to pay, because if you're going to go to the customs where you have to pay for extra bag, they may even charge you more, and you may not have the money to pay the amount they will tell you. So I mean, gingerly, quietly, I just respected myself and I wasn't, just reluctantly went and paid for it and got through. I have no problem. No one stole any of my thing. But then again, I'm not Obodo Oyinbo. I didn't buy any expensive stuff. I took most of the things that were expensive. I took from UK to Nigeria. Most of them left with my cousins, or I just gave them away and came back with very few. So there was nothing really I wanted to buy there, because most of the things I could afford here. So on the other hand, Nigerian embassies, they can be tricky. Yes, there's been a lot of development and changes to it. So lovely. but the people have not changed, which is the problem. And this mentality of bribery, I realize it's not even just in Nigeria, because someone else that traveled to America told me that this thing is also in Atlanta, yeah. And when he was told to do this, like bribe them, it was done on the low, right? But when the man said to her, you have to find out something, this is not even Nigerian American, so this is American, he was baffled. And he said to them, seriously, he looked around to make sure that he was still in America. I just had to check, you know, the signage that it says Atlanta. He's like, are you serious? He looked at the colleague says, yes, that's okay, just give him something. Hey, so what I'm trying to get to is that this problem of bribing people to pass through an airport where you have already paid for your visa and have the right to pass through without paying, it's not just in Nigeria, it's corruption everywhere. So what is my next advice? I said to myself, I made a vow to myself, I am not paying these people any shishi. If I'm going to have any over luggage, I am not going to pay them. I'm going to go to the main people, and the amount they will charge me has to be reasonable, and they'll, at least if I know I pay to the right people, what they choose to do with that money then becomes their own problem. Okay, so that's my own consciousness to it. I said to myself, I am not doing no more pass the money under the table sort of business with those people. So next time going back to Nigeria, I'm not even going to take as much stuff from other people, like going to market for other people. If I don't send you, don't send me. It's simple like that. If you go on your own, come back in peace. If it's me, don't let me go on my own and come back in peace. Even for family members, my mom, I tell them, you guys, if you're going to ask me to buy things, ask those people to pay for the extra luggage, because I'm not paying for it, and neither am I going to give any wudu people any money. Okay, so I mean, the reason why I'm doing this video is because after watching that video from Obodo Oyinbo, I mean, I felt so for her. Let me not even talk. That was just so annoying, and I remember that experience of mine, and I felt like sharing. I think this thing, the only way to stop it is for us to say no, and if enough people say no, then they may have to rethink their strategies. The country is improving, there is a lot of development, but there's no development in the mindset of people, which is where I think there is a lack. We need to change our mindset to know that passing money under the table is not helping the country develop. It only stays in the hands of few, and it doesn't circulate. Every money that you pay in this country, I know there's corruption here, don't get me wrong, I've seen some and I've had some, but the corruption here at least can be tackled. With the one in Nigeria, it seems like it's helplessness altogether. You don't know what to do. Even my friend who never has been to Nigeria since they were little children went back. He's like, I didn't like paying for every place that we went to. You had to pay. If you pass through a point, you have to pay. And he's not even paying for the passing through a point. You're actually paying people just to say, Rojami now. So on that note, the Nigerian problem is not solved by us talking like this. It's actually solved by taking the action, and if enough of us take the action to say we are not paying anyone anymore, then there will be a change. But then I'll also flip the coin the other side. Think of it this way: some of these people may be quite good people and they don't want to take money from you, but because of pressure from the bad ones among them, they will do what they do. And I know at the end of the day all of them may benefit from it, but I'm thinking the other side, that I believe in every bad group there's always that one good person that doesn't want to do stuff, but because of pressure they just follow the crowd. So I think it's again for us to say no and just say no thank you, and not to carry a lot of loads, because for my own case, like when you carry a lot of loads, they then use that as an excuse to ask for money from you if you carry a lot of food stuff. So I know when you go back you just want to take things you can eat. I mean, prices in this country is ridiculous when it comes to African food. I mean, they're reducing the prices a little bit now, but most things are still very expensive. So please, if you want to watch Obodo Oyinbo TV, I'm going to put that one, because that's that particular video touched my heart. I touched my heart, a rich bone. So if my heart has a bone, that's if my heart has a bone. Touch my heart, because that is just sad. I mean, anyways. But then again, I wouldn't say that is Nigeria, because I've met really lovely people when I went to Nigeria, because lovely people who were helpful and they didn't ask me for any money. When I came, I didn't have a phone to phone my uncle. They took the phone, they called my uncle. We were doing this for paid work, but they said it's okay, just let me call your uncle for you. They even helped carry the stuff to the car. I really received the best hospitality when I went to Nigeria. It was the best experience. The only thing that spoiled it for me, to be honest, was that custom people in Nigerian airport, in the Murtala Mohammed airport. So that's the main one that really annoyed me. Yeah, that's the main people. If you don't want to pay, you don't have to pay people. I didn't pay anyone. If they want to, I'm like, no, thank you. Well, because Obodo Oyinbo, obviously I'll call her an auntie if I see her, but because she's different age group to me, she couldn't, I don't think she can get away with it. I'm still a student, something. I use that a lot. Yo, people, are you studying? Yes, I am studying. Even when people know I'm graduated, no, I still study. So they will look at you as a PT student. It's okay, I'm still studying. What? I'm still studying. I wasn't lying though. I was like, I don't know. Anyways, that's my own thing about it. Do take heart, please, Obodo Oyinbo. And I don't know about insurance people. I even pity you, these insurance people. I mean, I know I do pity you, my dear, because these insurance people, that's why I don't do any life insurance, cover insurance. Cut out. Why am I insuring my life for you? My life belongs to God. Anyways, I don't do insurance a whole lot. I only do insurance like travel. I do just for that period of travel. I don't continue paying until something happens. No, I pay for that period, and at least I know the money I paid is okay. So please, take heart for all your losses. I'm so sorry. I'm crying with you. As I mentioned, I put a comment on your thing as well. So please do take heart. Bye bye. Bye.